Because if you know your goal, it's very easy, right? But then you have some framework, some reference for everything that you do in life. And with that, here's back to my amazing appliance, Sugeet and Kajal. Thank you, Sugeet, for the time, and thank you, Amway, for everything that you do back in India.
Ah, yay! क्या बात है, क्या बात है, क्या बात है. Thank you so much, Saji and Sushma, for sharing. Wow, that was powerful. अरे एक बार और तालियां भाई. All right. I like that. People Charu Pallavi sending hearts. That's good. So listen, for a lot of you, I want to make sure you understand that the business is not complicated. Kajal and I got started, from the India. We started here. We learned how to build the business back in India because I'll tell you what makes the business simple. It is people, and like it or not, they are all the same. People are all the same. You know why the business became easy for us? Because it took me a little while to understand. Because I remember I grew up in India and now I'm in United States. And you would think यहाँ के लोग थोड़े अलग होंगे. नहीं, everybody is the same. Everybody wants a nicer car, a nicer home. They want nicer things for their children. They want to take care of their parents. They want a little bit of more money in the bank. They want to travel the world. They want to be healthy. Everybody is the same. And when everybody is the same, then you realize now it's just a matter of finding the right people who want to build this. So there is a talk I made long time ago, and I talked about there's only two kinds of people. One who will get excited about this business and one who are not. One who's looking, one who's not looking. There is only two kinds of customers. One who's looking for your product and one who's not. इसको complicate करने की जरूरत नहीं है. And if you have the guts, and I'm talking of guts from both angles, you should have a healthy gut. Hello, hello, neutralite, neutralite. But you should also have the guts to go and build this. And I'll tell you what, when Saji talked about some of the leaders, and all of us have leaders on our team, and Tanmay Rashmi talked about the leaders, and we are very fortunate. But you have to find them. We have to find these people. They are not sitting in one coffee shop, a bada pav shop, ek saath baithe hain, you can go and talk to them and they all get together. No, you have to find them one at a time. But you should be able to do the business properly. So the one thing that you have to learn, there's 4 things I'm going to teach you today in the next few minutes that I have. One, you have to master your craft. This is your business. If I ask people, and all the people who have logged in from all parts of India, किसी को भी पूछो किसको platinum जाना है, is anybody wants to go platinum, anybody wants to go diamond, everybody hand goes up. Then why don't people get there? Why don't they get there? How hard is it? Because there's only 2 things I talked about. Is one what? Creating volume, and the second is learning how to build a network. And if you don't get good at it, you can go and kitna bhi gana galo. You can keep on saying, I'm going platinum. You can say whatever you want. If you are not able to master your craft, you'll never make it. If you want to be a good cricketer, you have to go practice every day, boss. You cannot be watching Instagram reels all day long. You cannot be sitting there and everything that's happening in politics, not just only in India, all around the world. If you know more about our elections in United States, you are not going platinum. You're not going platinum. If you want to go platinum and beyond, requires a focus. And it has to be the only thing you're doing. And Kajal and I were going platinum and beyond. There was not too many things we were doing in life at that time. We took care of our children. We needed to take care. We took care of our job. I needed that. And then we built the business. Now, I'm not saying you have to do what we have done. I'm just telling you what we did. If you want to know what we did, I'm just letting you know. Anybody, and I was looking at some of the, people were sending some of the messages. Bhupinder ji, thank you for it. He's sending. I was on YouTube, people's comments I was watching. And you know what? I just realized that everybody who has built a large business has put in focused effort. And so you have to master your craft. You cannot keep on saying, हमसे product नहीं बेचा जाता है, तो छोड़ दो यार, business नहीं चलेगा आपसे. If you cannot go and create 2, 3, 400 PV every month, forget this. You'll never go platinum. You just cannot. Because how can you teach somebody what you don't know? What you don't do, you can't teach. खाली बोलने से थोड़ी ना चलता है. You have to actually show them what you want them to do. So Kajal and I had to learn how to create volume, how to develop customers, how to build. Then the second thing we had to get good at was building a team. And I know it's not easy. Let me tell you that it's not easy because people are complicated. Business बहुत आसान है हमारा, आदमी complicated है. And you know what? That also is the fun part. If you really ask me, that is the fun part. And that is where it's the fun of finding people. I see some people logged in from our team. I see PK and Sonia here. I see Murli and Shalu. You know, these are all the people, SK and Santosh. These are all these guys who have started in the US business and now building AJ and Shobi. All these guys are building large India businesses. But we had to find them one at a time. ये सारे एक जैसे नहीं बैठे थे. कोई फ्लोरिडा में मिला, कोई न्यू जर्सी में मिला, कोई कनाडा में मिला, कोई घर के बगल में मिला, कोई तड़ीपार मिला, कोई अरे यार सब बगल में होते तो कितना आसान था. But we were willing to go and find these people. And I'll tell you, when you know the business is good, you'll attract great quality people. You know, we have a couple in India by the name of Hussain and Dr. Zeenat. Zeenat is an anesthesiologist. You know, she's a high profile doctor and a high profile husband. Why are they in the business? Because the opportunity is fantastic. So you show it to people, but only if you believe in the business. If I don't believe, why would I attract people like that? Zeenat actually sponsored her sister, who's also a PhD, Dr. Parveen, and her husband Wali, who's in the police force. And you know what? You attract good quality people who come in. You attract sharp people. In Agent Show, we have a couple by the name of Darshan and Abha, who are, you know, high-profile corporate people. But it doesn't matter. I see Pravesh and Charu, corporate people, Nagesh and Mayuri, who are founders, Platinum, moving on. These are people who are looking, but only if you have mastered your craft. If you are still not sure, कोई पूछता है क्या है, पता नहीं क्या है, बिजनेस है, थोड़ा साइड में करते हैं, ये क्या तुमको बीमारी है क्या? Do you have a disease? Or are you confident of the business? I believe in my heart, Amway business is the number one business in the world to build. It's the number one opportunity that is, in my personal opinion, it's the number one opportunity. That's why we have chosen to. We are all smart people. We are all qualified people. We were all doing great jobs. There's nothing against that. But we knew that the business can provide. So number one is you master your craft. You have to understand how numbers work. You have to understand how many people do I need to sponsor to find the people who will be part of the team. क्योंकि हर आदमी नहीं करता है. हर आदमी जिससे आप बात करोगे will not get in. Everybody who gets in is not going to build it. You need to know. Sit down with your upline. Sit down with your coach. Master your craft. Number one. Number two is you develop a great attitude. You have to develop an attitude of succeeding. That means you have to be confident you're going to make it. अगर आप बिजनेस में 2 हफ्ते भी हो ना, and if you are very confident you're going to succeed, oh, you'll have a following. You will have a following if you are confident that you will succeed. Now, if I ask for your hand, how many know you're going to make it big in this business? कुछ लोग तो हाथ खड़ा करो मैं देखूं. How many believe 100% you'll be very big? पूरा जम के हाथ खड़ा करो यार, with full confidence that you're going to have a big business. Now, if you can say that with confidence, then you have a following. Then you have a following. But if you can't even say that, then why would people follow? What is your attitude towards success? Are you 100% you're going to succeed? देखते हैं, try करेंगे. अरे क्विट करो यार, अगर ट्राई करना है तो छोड़ दो, नहीं चलता ये ट्राई करने वालों के लिए नहीं है. या तो करोगे या नहीं करोगे. There is nothing in between. I'll try. There's nothing to try. Either you're going to succeed or you won't. Either you're going to build it to the level you want to build or you won't. Pick one. You can't do both. Pick one. Kajal and I chose that this is something we want to do for the rest of your life because the products are amazing, the company is amazing, my team is amazing, my sponsor is amazing, my upline is amazing. So guess what? We committed for life. That's our choice. You don't have to do it. I'm just talking about us. So number 2 is we developed a great attitude. When life hit us, we stood up. By the way, this is not easy. This business is not easy. That's why everybody is not able to successfully build it. It is hard. But then good things don't come easy. Good things don't come easy. अगर कुछ easy चाहिए तो इसमें ये don't do this. This is not meant for the weak people. This is not meant for the weak people. This is meant for strong people who want to accomplish something in life. And I believe in all of you. You have to believe in yourself, yaar. You are a creation of a higher power. Why don't you believe in yourself? I believe sitting in America that I can succeed here. Forget India, yaar. यहाँ पे भी कर सकते, कहीं पे भी कर सकते. And we believe the same thing for you if you're in India. You should believe that you can build a large business. Why not? Amway has great plans of growth, massive plans for growth. Amway India is investing in everything, in different plans and different opportunities and different promotions. But you have to believe in yourself because there are some people who are going to take advantage of it. So number 2 is attitude. Develop a great attitude. When life hits you, stand up. One more time, stand up. Things will happen in this business. People will quit. They are people. What are you going to do? But are you willing to go fight and find the ones who want to build it? And you will, because there's enough people out there who are looking. So that's number 2. Number 3 is develop a strong work ethic. It is hard work. And when I say hard work, it's not like, arey, dard ho raha hai. None of that. It is fun work. I was yesterday with a group of people at one of our AJ and Showbiz team. We were at a place at Sunil and Nina's house. And after doing the meeting and talking about the products and the support team and the team and everything we talked about, we realized, what a great business. I can't get fired. You cannot throw me out. I don't have to wait for a raise from somebody else. I control my raise. I can give my raise as much as you want. I can do another meeting. I can do another meeting. I can show another plan. I can sell another product. And there is no limit to how much I can make if I learned how to build a business. For me, that was the best, but it requires focus. So that means I can't be watching cricket all day. I have a choice. I can either watch cricket all day, or I can watch politics all day, or I can watch movies all day, or I can go build my business. I chose to build my business because my dreams were connected with the business I was going to build. And so for me, sometimes people say, अरे आपने cricket देखना बंद कर दिया तो बड़ा sacrifice है. Sacrifice है? What sacrifice का definition is when you're doing something and you stop doing it for something much greater. Then it's a sacrifice. But watching cricket and building a better future for my family, is that a sacrifice or is it an investment to my family's better future? Think about it. Every time I missed a cricket match and I missed everything that the Prime Minister is doing or anything the President is doing, it was not a sacrifice. It was me investing in my family's better future. And you make that choice. For me, it was never a sacrifice. Doing any plan, working with anybody in the team was never a sacrifice. It was an investment to a brighter future. And that's what we chose to do. It's a choice we made, by the way. किसी ने हमको बोला नहीं है. Nobody told us to do this. Nobody. Nobody ever had to tell us that. And the 4th thing is, which I'm very, very particular about and the reason for our success. And I attribute the bigger portion of our reason of success is we have plugged in to a coach, a mentor, or you can call an upline. Totally plugged in. And when I say plugged in, I'll tell you what it means. It doesn't mean you take their name. Oh, my upline is this. मेरे इनकी टीम से हूँ, ये मेरे coach. If for the last 5 days you did not call your coach and your upline the last 5 days in a row, you're not plugged in. Ab bolo. Now see if you're plugged in. Think about it this way, because for me, plugged in means I'm going to learn. I talk to my upline every day, just about. Every day. Doesn't matter where my upline is. They could be in India, they could be in Australia, they could be anywhere. I will call them up. And by the way, there is no excuse anymore. अगर आपकी अपलाइन कहीं पे भी बैठी है, आजकल तो व्हाट्सएप फ्री है, कहीं से भी कहीं कॉल कर लो भाई. What's your excuse? Let me repeat that. When I say plugged into an upline, and when I say, because who can teach you how to succeed in this? Somebody who has done it. हमारी एक upline है, Bill and Peggy Britt. He said, Sugeet, become a fruit inspector. Kanti and Lata taught us that. Madhu Cheda taught us that. You know what they taught us? Become a fruit inspector. How do you test if a tree is good? How do you test if a tree is good? You check the fruit. अगर फल अच्छा है, fruit अच्छा है, तो tree अच्छी है. And when I looked at these people, when I looked at Kanti and Lata Gala, and looked at Kumar and Anjira, looked at Bill and Peggy Britt, look at their fruit. These are people who have created an impact in society. who have created an incredible life, not just for themselves, for everybody around us. So, guess what I did? There is a good fruit. And when there is a good fruit, I became a fruit inspector. I said, that's the tree I want to be with. And so I made sure I call up my upline every day. No, he says, Sugeet, आप क्या बात कर रहे हो? Rose, they are busy. Well, let them decide. You don't decide for your upline if they are busy or not. If they are busy, they will let you know, busy whom, don't call me today. You don't make that decision. I let my upline decide. And you know how I call up my upline? I every day text them, and I have a short form in my iPhone. I write B and the word Z, and it becomes busy question mark. And I send it to Kumar. And he will respond right away. We'll call you in 2 hours, we'll call you in 4 hours, or he'll call me right away because he's free. But I make sure I talk to them every day. Are you talking to your upline, a growing upline every day? And if you are not, you're not plugged in. You want a big business? You want to go platinum? Oh, you talk to your upline every day. You talk to a coach, you find a mentor, you find somebody, and there is somebody in your upline. You say, but मेरे को मेरे upline अच्छा नहीं लगता है. अच्छे बच्चे की बात नहीं है. This is not about loving your upline. This is about building a fantastic, growing, working relationship. And when you build that relationship, you automatically develop a much better relationship. Kajal and I make sure I talk to my upline every day. That has been the key of our success. We are average people, boss. हम यूपी के भाई हैं, गांव से हैं, कानपुर 113/187. पूरा एड्रेस नहीं दूंगा, नहीं तो आप पहुंच जाओगे. वैसे वहां पे कोई रहता नहीं है हमारी फैमिली, डोंट वरी. बट यू नो व्हाट, आई रियलाइज आई कम फ्रॉम अ वेरी हम्बल बैकग्राउंड, बट सीखने को तैयार हूं बॉस. I never wanted to be a big leader in this business. I just wanted to be a good student of my upline. कि if my upline thinks about my name, यार, one of my top students, ऐसे नाम आता है. Who's my top student? One of my top students. Sugeet and Kajal. वो आना चाहिए. And for that, I had to prove myself. It doesn't mean, oh, I just didn't have to look good, even though I look good. But it was not about that. It was not about the looks. I had to go build my business, and with the growth that I created is what created the respect for us. That's when they can say, yeah, fantastic student. So I just want to let you know, this is one of the best times to build the Amway business in India and around the world. You have an incredible support from, I believe, one of the best corporations globally. Kajal and I have had the chance to work with the leadership of Amway in United States. You've had the chance to spend time with the leadership in India. You have some great support. Neutralize 90 years. What a year. And the things that they are doing around the world. We just came back from our ALS trip, which we call as Achievers. What growth, what excitement. You know, and there are so many. Amway is doing everything possible in India for us to succeed. But we just have to do our part. We have to go out and build the business. We have to go out there and do our part. I mean, I appreciate people like Jaydev and Ashish and Rajneesh and everybody who's supporting us. I do. All across India. But we still have to go build this, man. Jaydev cannot build the business for us. He can support us. Sir, आपको जो training चाहिए मैं देता हूँ, लेकिन boss, we have to go and talk to our customers. We have to show the plan. We have to go and sponsor people like our life depends on it. Because that's how you build a large team. So anyway, I want to thank you guys. Jaydev, I want to thank you for inviting me. Thank you, Ashish. This is such an honor. I don't take it lightly. That's why look at me. मैं shave wave करके आया बराबर से. I wore my nicest jacket to make sure we do it right. So thank you. Back to you, Jaydev. I appreciate all that you do, and we look forward to a fantastic future and appreciate all your support.
Thank you so very much. Wow.
Yay!
Wow, great, sir. Thank you so very much, Sugeet sir, Kajal ma'am, Tanmay ma'am, Tanmay sir, Rashmi ma'am, and Saji ji and Sushma ji. So it was amazing day to begin it at in an India business. Sunday morning, full of the learning doses. Four points which sir started know your craft till he talked about plugged in with your upline and learn. And it's not about just plug in but switch on also. So he talked about it. Rashmi ma'am talked about data, talked about personal retailing, Tanmay sir talked very good thing that it's not about knowledge but applied knowledge. आप सीखते रहेंगे, कितना सीखेंगे, जितना सीखा है उससे शुरू करें. Saji sir has talked about the personal volumes, 1000 PV, and good that in India also we are having such leadership who are doing these kind of things. Yeah, but scaling it up, 100 daily plus customers handled by ma'am, which is one of the target. I think many of you can take that. It's not today, tomorrow, but yes, during the course of your business building. Thank you so very much. Have a wonderful, wonderful day ahead, and good night to the US leaders. I would just say that we are there to support your goal. We are here to do everything possible to let you meet your goals. You succeed in Amway business. And because you are there, we are there. आप हैं तो हम हैं. आप हैं तो Amway business है. आप हैं